AOPA has received many calls from members in recent months concerned about the hull and liability insurance premium increases they are seeing at renewal. AOPA leaders have met with numerous underwriters and insurance executives to understand what is happening in the insurance market. We wanted answers as to what caused 10 to 100% increases or more in premiums. Now, Tom, you've been working on this story and talking to insurance executives. Right. What's the deal?
Well, the change is a result of the hardening of the insurance market after more than a decade of flat or, in some cases, decreasing premiums, and we've all enjoyed that, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the insurance industry has sustained significant losses in aviation and other markets in recent years, losses that have outpaced premiums, and that has caused some insurers to exit certain markets, including aviation. In order to be profitable, of course, those that remain have to increase premiums, in some cases rather dramatically, particularly in the owner-flown turbine market and for older pilots. My story on the AOPA website has some tips on ways you can mitigate the increases. So this has been brewing for a while, and because of the hurricanes, earthquakes, and forest fires and tsunamis around the world, and a couple of airline accidents and that sort of thing, and some satellite-based accidents or failures for launches, the insurance company is just taking a beating in the last number of years. They've been losing money in the aviation and aerospace segment in particular. Some of them have exited, as I said, so therefore the rates are going up. Good news is this is a temporary situation. The folks I've talked to suggest that within the next 2 to 3 years, we'll probably see it kind of level off next year, still at higher premiums, but kind of flat. And then by 2023 or so, we may start to see it decline once again back into a softening market instead of this hardening one. Important thing is, though, for you to present yourself well to your broker.
Yes. Do
more than the minimum training that the FAA requires so that you show that you're a proactive pilot when it comes to safety. And if you're an older pilot, you may need to consider going down to a simpler airplane. If you're flying a complex airplane, there's been a lot of issues around gear-up landings with older pilots, the insurance companies say at least. And so they're looking fondly on pilots willing to step down to a simpler airplane.
Okay, or I guess if they want to keep their aircraft, they could always bring on another pilot to fly with them. Good
point. Bring another pilot along with you, and that sometimes can help and make the insurance company more comfortable.
What's good to know is this is temporary. We just need to buckle up and ride it out for a year or two.
Yeah, good point.